We are now in another cold and flu season, but the supply of children's fever medications is running low. Parents are reporting empty shelves in pharmacies right across the country. Experts say do not worry, alternatives are available. So for more information on what those are, we're joined by pharmacist Dr. Anne-Marie Mediwake. Welcome back to your morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we've been following this story, the shortage in children's cold and flu medications, for several months now. How bad is the shortage right now?
Yeah, so it is quite bad. So we don't have a ton of stock in the pharmacies, and the timelines for rebalancing the supply and demand remain unclear, but we will receive some supply in late October and early November. And remember, those timelines are fluid and they may change. However, we are hoping that we see some more products coming in relatively shortly.
Pharmacies are saying this is a consumer-driven shortage, but is there anything that can be done on the supply chain issue to help catch up?
Yeah, so absolutely. I think it is very much a demand-driven shortage at this point. We do know that manufacturers have ramped up their production by 25 to 35% above their record levels. However, supply continues to be outpaced by demand, and our most recent estimates show us that the spike in demand since August is about 200 to 300% above our historical highs. So absolutely, the demand is what's driving this, and it's being fueled by panic buying. It's being fueled by, like you said, the onset of cold and flu season, high levels of viral activity right now, in the community that are causing fever and sometimes pain. And then, of course, you get school back to school, and now it's in full swing. And so you kind of get a bit of a perfect storm at this point.
Doctor, we had cold and flu season pre-pandemic, and we never saw shortages. Why do we have them now?
That's right. Again, I think it's because there is a lot of panic buying. We didn't have panic buying happening then. And because of the fact that we have had pandemic measures in place for so long. And now that we've returned to pre-pandemic, we're not masking, we're not doing all of those self-care measures, the hand hygiene, all the things that we're accustomed to doing over the past few years. And now we're just seeing that these viruses are coming back, and they're coming back with a vengeance.
What should parents who can't find the supply of children's cold and flu medication know, and what can they do?
I think it's really important to take a step back for a moment and remember that although fevers can be really scary for parents, the vast majority of fevers in young and immunized children who are previously healthy are caused by viruses, and these things are self-limiting. So they're going to go away on their own, usually within 72 hours. But the most important thing, talk to your pharmacist or healthcare provider about accessing these medications. A lot of times pharmacies are keeping some of these products behind the counter in order to ration them and ensure that they have enough quantity for their patients. So speak to your pharmacist. They will help you determine what drug is best for your child at what dose based on that child's weight and how you can access it, or whether you even need to access it. Sometimes it's more important to seek medical attention if there are kind of alarming signs and symptoms present. Other times you may not need anything at all. So remember that it may be scary, but the vast majority of fevers are self-limiting.
Dr. Anne-Marie Mediwake, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.